that guy again, Calafiori again. Let's talk about Calafiori. What's the latest on him? Well, this is the latest on Calafiori, according to reports. Arsenal at the moment are offering 40 million plus bonuses for a total amount of 50 million euros, as well as sell-on percentage for Riccardo Calafiori. Arsenal and Bologna continue negotiations with the desire to reach an agreement. So, yes, we're offering 40 million plus bonuses, but it looks like Bologna want 50 million plus bonuses. So we're already including a sell-on percentage for them. I mean, he's a very good player. Bologna looking at it like, listen, if he comes to Arsenal, he does very well, and Arsenal end up selling him for 100 million in the next 2-3 years, we should be getting something from that. Fair enough. That is great. But they also want bonuses. So the bonuses could be, if he comes to Arsenal and wins a trophy, if he comes to Arsenal and makes a certain number of appearances, if he comes to Arsenal and keeps a certain number of clean sheets, if he becomes a regular and all that, maybe if he doesn't pick up injuries, I don't know which kind of bonuses they include, but Arsenal are willing to pay that as well, but only on top of 40 million. But Bologna want 50 million plus the bonuses plus the sell-on percentage. So that could easily be around 65 million in total in terms of a package. And maybe Arsenal like, no, we can only give you like 50 million, 52 million as a package. But I'm sure he'll still be an Arsenal player, but it's going to take a couple of more days to finalize it, because he's a very good player. Bologna don't want just to lose him that easily. If they stayed with him for the next 2 years, they could sell him for 70-80 million. So they know the value of this guy. It's not easy to get a player who's very good attacking, very good defending. He can play center back, left back. He can drive with the ball. He can make tackles. He can make interceptions, duels. He can create chances. He can assist, and he's 22 years of age. It's just perfect, like everything about him is perfect in terms of his quality. So Bologna know about that, but I'm sure he's still going to go through, because us and Bologna have a very good relationship, and Arteta really, really loves a player like this. So he will eventually get him, I'm sure. And he's also a defender. We usually end up getting the defenders we want most of the times. The other thing that has been quoted is there's a couple of people who've told that, saying the team that are you sure about Calafiori with the injuries and all that? Are we really sure about him and paying all that money? Maybe that's why I've not paid all that money as of now. He has picked up a lot of injuries before. I think at 16, he suffered an injury that kept him out for like a year. And over the last 5 years, he's had like 6 unknown injuries, not knee or hamstring or anything of that sort. No, 6 unknown injuries. Like he was out injured, but no one knew why he was injured or where he was injured. So that is a problem in terms of that. But over the last 1.5 years, he's been able to play without any problems, apart from one knock or something that kept him out for one game or something like that. But maybe the other people are telling us, are you sure about this? But I'm sure you're eventually going to get him. Di Marzio also said Bologna requesting 50 million plus bonuses and the inclusion of a sell-on clause in the deal for Riccardo Calafiori. However, Arsenal are far from offering 50 million euros. As we said, they've offered 40 million euros plus the bonuses. The player's agent is pressing to find the right compromise between the two clubs. Now, I'd not be surprised if this guy ended up being our third signing. I'd not be surprised if we had someone else assigned for Arsenal as the second signing, and then this guy becomes the third signing. Because remember, we were linked to Declan Rice, but Havertz came before him. Like Havertz, we heard about Havertz coming to Arsenal after we heard about Declan Rice, but Declan Rice ended up joining after Havertz, and I think same time as Timber or something like that. So it's still going to happen. And then there's this one from CM.com saying Riccardo Calafiori picked Arsenal over Chelsea and Leverkusen because of Mikel Arteta, his football ideas, and what he asks for of his defenders. With and without the ball. Calafiori has given his word to Arteta and does not intend to listen to other offers right now. So yeah, I'm still confident you're going to do it. I'm sure they know they have to get it done in the next couple of days, because the time is coming back from his holiday like a week from now. You never know. You never know. There's always a risk someone could change their mind. There's always a 2% chance they could be like, you've not done it yet. Like, oh, Real Madrid now wants me. That can happen. Or a team like Bayern Munich or Barcelona, their left back could get injured and they're like, oh, Riccardo Calafiori has not gone to Arsenal yet. Can we try and get him, last minute? Those things could happen. So I'm still not worried that you're not going to get him. No, we are definitely going to get him, but hopefully they do get it done in the next couple of days. I mean, we've been Arsenal fans. Like, these things, I'm so used to them, man. Supporting Arsenal for 20 years, I'm just used to taking time with things. Declan Rice took us like 1 month to finish. So this is even shorter. We've only had about Calafiori for like 10 days, so this is actually shorter. But we're going to get him. Jorginho's already done enough in terms of convincing him. He is going to be an Arsenal player, so let's wait and see what happens with that. We also made a bid for another goalkeeper today. Yes, another goalkeeper. Another bid, this time the Ajax goalkeeper. If Calafiori was a goalkeeper, he would already be an Arsenal player right now. We like goalkeepers. Arsenal submit first proposal to Ajax for 18-year-old goalkeeper Tommy Setford. Never heard of him. Negotiations ongoing. Ajax sources see Setford as big talent, but current deal expires in June 2025. England under-20 goalkeeper keen on the move. So this particular goalkeeper, it's either going to be him or the Bentley guy from Wolves. So one of them is going to join Arsenal as a third-choice goalkeeper. And then for the second-choice goalkeeper, we were told Ramsdale is expected to leave. It's going to be this Juan Garcia from Espanyol is going to come in and be our second choice goalkeeper. That is if Ramsdale does leave. If Ramsdale does stay, then we don't need a second choice goalkeeper. But if he does leave, then we're going to sign Garcia from Espanyol, and we're also going to get either Setford or Bentley as the third choice goalkeeper. It seems like a lot of goalkeeper deals, but as I said at the beginning of this stream, I'm hoping this is the last time we hear about goalkeepers because, yeah, we've had a lot of trouble for the last 7 years with goalkeepers. Even since the Wenger days, we had Cech, and then Cech was replaced after like 4 games with Leno, and then Leno played, and then he got injured, and then Martinez came back from Norway, and then he became our goalkeeper for a couple of months, and then Leno was back, and then Martinez left. And then Turner came in, and then Ramsdale came in, and then Ramsdale replaced Leno in the middle of the season as well. And like we've had a lot of goalkeeper things going on. So hopefully Raya can come in and, be a goalkeeper for the next 5 years straight. We can have a second choice goalkeeper come in and stay there for 2-3 years. And if Setford is coming as a third choice goalkeeper, he comes and does that, and you don't have to talk about goalkeepers again. Hopefully. Karl Hein, another goalkeeper we've talked about, has just signed a new contract, but according to reports, he is going to be loaned out to a different team. So yeah, that is like 5 goalkeepers we've talked about the last 2 weeks. And there's Okonkwo who's moved on to Wrexham. There's like 5 goalkeepers that have left the academy. So it's a lot of things going on. But that's the latest player you're linked to, or we've made a bid for. According to Fabrizio, Setford from Ajax. He's played with Nwaneri, as you can see, for the England academy. So yeah, they know each other. Maybe you can convince him to join, but you're not going to see a lot of him. Probably maybe 1 or 2, 1 game maybe next season. But yeah, he's just going to join in as a third choice goalkeeper. And also because he's English, especially if Ramsdale leaves, Nketiah leaves, Nelson leaves, we have to replace them with a couple of other English players, and this could be one of them. Let me come to your comments. There's no way Arsenal won't sign. Let's be patient. The window is still young. Yeah, I agree, King. There's no way you're not going to sign players. It might not happen like, 1 week this one, and then 1 week another player, and then 1 week another player. It could be like the one for last year. Havertz was signed, and then after a week, we announced Rice, and then the very next day, the morning, we announced Team. But it could be such a case again. Also, it's start traveling next week around this time, around 19th, 20th to the USA. So I think you're going to have a couple of players there. Nicholas says, please don't compare